everything that keeps me together is falling apart. I got this thing that I consider my only art of fucking people over. Welcome to Nerds Gone Rogue, episode 141. My name is Matthew Keel. You can find me at infinite_rewind on every social media platform imaginable. We are giving away Mortal Kombat 11 on whatever platform you'd like.
Woo!
We'd be excited. All you have to do is take a picture of your subscription to our YouTube and or our podcast feed and email it to ngrradiopodcast@gmail.com. And we will announce the winner live here the week the game comes out. That is next week, correct?
Next Tuesday, I think it comes out.
So we'll be announcing it next week. So
Yep. So we will announce it live, and then we will get it to the person that night.
Yep. Sure will.
And then they can hopefully download that while they're sleeping, and then have all Tuesday to play.
Yeah, playing games all day.
Yeah, that's a good
That's
life.
a dream.
It's a good life, but man, that also presents some problems, as we were just saying before we started this.
For you.
Check out our other shows, as well as our website, Nerds Gone Rogue, or ngrradio.com. And then our other shows, Nerds Gone Platinum, hosted by our own Svhenn, Nintendo Pow Block, hosted by Corey, Arsenal X, that is Ed and Jesse, I believe, and everything else that we do. You can hit us up on Twitter, Nerds Gone Rogue official, or is it just Nerds Gone Rogue?
For what? Twitter? It's just Nerds Gone Rogue.
Okay, I had that in Instagram.
Instagram is Nerds Gone Rogue
_official.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had them switched in my head.
Because Instagram won't let us use Nerds Gone Rogue for some reason.
Because apparently that's a bad word.
I've been trying to figure out in Nerds Gone Rogue what types of words you could spell with those letters, and I can't find anything.
I mean, maybe someone misspelled rouge, and it was Nerds Gone Rouge. It was just a makeup Instagram. I mean, I don't know.
I've looked for @Nerds Gone Rogue, and it doesn't exist. So
they're trying to keep us down. Anyway, so back to the intros. I'm Matthew Keel. As I said, I'm supposed to be running this show, but who really knows? The video in chief, love doctor himself, Corey Dierig. How are you, sir?
Good. I'm experimenting.
Right?
Yeah, with some new thumbnails.
So, some new love doctoring.
Yeah, if you want to go over to Nintendo Pow Block's YouTube channel, you can check those out. I'm testing a few things out. So
cool.
That's youtube.com/Nintendo Pow Block. You should subscribe.
You should
download our podcast every Tuesday.
They're giving away stuff.
We are a bunch of stuff.
And, the other voice you heard, his rhymes are so potent that in this small segment, he made all of the ladies in the area pregnant. Moose Kluel, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well, man. Doing well. It's Monday night, and I was able to mow my lawn. So
Moose, I missed you.
I'm just saying, it's been this would have been the third week. If I got to this weekend to mow the lawn, it would have been 3 weeks, and it would have been a nightmare trying to mow it. So
yeah,
it stopped raining long enough. I missed you too, Corey. It's been a long time, man. It's been a long week.
Well, I didn't really play a lot of games this week because
it was a week.
Right.
It was a motherfucking week.
Yeah, you haven't been popping in the PSN. I mean, I tried when I see you jump on, I try and send you an invite.
Yeah, I got on maybe it was Wednesday night. I think I got on and we talked for a little bit about stuff, but like
it was a good conversation.
It was. I just, man, I've been trying to, because you know how I like to give myself projects all the time instead of playing games. So
sure. Yeah.
You're trying to be productive is what you're trying to be. So
I'm trying to get the eyes on us, man, you know?
Yeah.
I've been more active on social media via myself and Nintendo Power Blocks social stuff.
What did we do? We gave the reins over to Jeff for the Nerds Gone Platinum Instagram social media, and like have gotten more likes, I think, in the 2 posts that he's done than all of our posts prior.
Yeah, I mean that's classic.
Jeff and I have been having some social media discussions. So because like I've been like, you know, talking with him and asking him how to
social media symposiums.
Yeah, and like Nintendo Power Block's gotten some likes. We actually gained like 15 followers this week too. So
nice.
Dude, we like every day. Jason's like, he's like, it was like we got 110, 115, 120. We're at 140 followers now because of the Days Gone giveaway, which I mean is awesome, you know. Yeah. So. Get out there and
who knew that the way to get followers was to give away shit? Who knew?
Yeah.
Who knew?
Yeah,
Who knew?
But
just addressing the YouTube chat, Chris Chalman. I think that's how you say your last name. I'm just guessing. Hello.
Welcome
to the chaos.
Is that what we are? Chaos?
Oh yes, we are.
Chaos. It's extreme chaos. It's like trying to watch me play Borderlands on a Saturday.
And before anybody asks, our Canadian eye candy is not with us right now. He's having some issues.
He's en route to the house, ladies and gentlemen. He's en route to his house.
He's on his way home. He said he's going to invade late.
I think he was working out late. Yeah. You know, hitting that gym, making that bod look good. So.
Yeah, specifically for this.
Yeah, he wants to live up to that Canadian eye candy. This is what happens when you don't show up. We're gonna shit talk you. Well, not
this
shit
is
talk
true.
you.
Yeah, this is true.
No, we will. Just straight up.
A little bit of column A. A little bit of
funny story. Growing up, like every fuck you, Corey. every Friday night would be like. It would be either pizza night at my house or it would be the night that like we all went out to dinner as a family. Right. And as like my sister and I reached like high school and started getting busy or whatever, it would be like so we would bring friends or one of us wouldn't be there or whatever. And then my mom instituted this rule. It was, if you're not here, we get to talk about you. Uh-oh. The only person that this did not apply to was me. Because my parents basically they took me out. They would get drunk off margaritas and just shit talk me for hours. And like it didn't matter if I was like if they didn't like the girl I was dating or if I was having trouble in school or whatever. Like it would basically just devolve for like, Matt, we really need to have a talk to. Like one margarita in, what's going on with this girl you're dating? And I'm like, can we cut them off? And then this is how I developed my love of Mexican food because the place we went to was called El Rodeo, and I would eventually learn that they made great margaritas.
For everyone they get, I get one.
Yeah, I was like, by the time I hit 21, it would be like, I'm like, wow, these margaritas are really good. And then it would become the Three Stooges situation of, well, which one of us is going to drive home? And then my mom would be like, I'm going to call Amanda. and then my dad would be confused. Wait, she can drive?
Good times.
I don't even know. It doesn't even know his own dog can drive. That's funny.
Or he would just forget because bourbon. So apart from my family shenanigans, we talk about games here.
No, we don't.
Corey already let the cat out of his own bag. He hasn't played a lot because he's too busy trying to give himself work to do.
I succeeded immensely in that goal. By the way,
fantastic! I'm so proud of you. So proud of you that you absolutely find every possible way to obstruct yourself from fun.
I know. This is fun to me, though. Sometimes.
Is it?
Okay, look. If I had more than an hour and a half a night to work on it, then yes, it is a ton of fun. But when you're trying to cram like 20 or 30 hours of work into 6, it's not fun.
No, it's not.
Sure,
it's not.
So not playing a lot of games.
I mean, nothing new. I played a lot of Assassin's Creed and Borderlands and Hob, but that's it. That's like, I mean, I don't really know how much more I can say about those games. That's my comfort food right now. Oh, I play a little bit of The Division also. I leveled up twice, and
congratulations, man.
And I was like, let's go play some Borderlands. Let's shoot stuff. So
nice.
But that's it. It's, I don't know. I feel bad that I haven't really played anything new or to discuss, but life finds a way
to get in the way.
Finds a way to get in the way.
Yeah.
I'll go next just because I've really only been playing The Division.
Which is good though, because you're actually getting your money's worth.
Well, yeah, man, it is good that I'm getting my money's worth out of the game. It's pissing me off because it is completely cock blocking me from playing Sekiro. Like I look at that and I'm just like, nah, man, I gotta go back to DC and finish this shit on hard. Which I've done all of the main missions. I just haven't done all the strongholds. Yeah, you like that? You like that?
I'm 3 bears in on not a lot of.
Oh, I know.
That explains a lot about earlier.
I woke up. I am 2 in and I've not eaten yet. So this is gonna get weird.
You mean it's not weird yet?
Well, weird for us. I mean, it's probably.
I thought you said we were literally rebranding the show "Nerds Gone Weird."
Who said that? I mean, you rebrand the show every week because last week it was Nudes Gone Rogue.
Yeah, and this week it's Nerds Gone Wild and Weird.
Yeah, because I typed in Nerds Gone into YouTube and then it said Nerds Gone Wild Buffalo Wild Wings. It's like, what? I don't want to.
You think that's just this big nerd like rubbing his naked body with buffalo wings?
You know, I do now. Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
I didn't know somebody was
ranch dressing tatty tassels.
Oh, and then there's probably a weird amount of discourse in the comments saying, why is he using ranch? You're supposed to use blue cheese. Like there's just a big old debate.
Nobody wants chunky nipple tassels. Okay,
that's true.
I mean, don't kink shame me.
Hey, you know what? You do you, man.
I will.
You do.
Not now, but later.
No, that's also fair.
What
a show today, guys. Woo!
It is high quality content.
We got rid of Phillips, and this is the content you get.
Dude, he would have had his 3rd aneurysm by now. If he was on the show.
Quit cutting the guy off, Moose. No.
We need to write down your answers. I always write down my answers.
I will say this. I listened to last week's show like twice in a row today because I thought it was really good.
Yeah, last week's show was really good. You guys missed out if this is your first show.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody.
Yeah. I think that was our peak, and then you are on the downhill slide. Welcome.
I'm getting worse from here, guys.
So getting back to the division, I've done all the main story missions on hard difficulty. Mm-hmm. I've started the strongholds. I started at the Roosevelt Island one. Big fucking mistake because I play during the day. I don't get a chance to play with my friends because I work overnight. And so I have to kind of party up with randos when I can. And doing the Roosevelt Island stronghold on hard difficulty, everybody gets to that very last segment of it, and then they'll run it. They'll run through it twice, get absolutely annihilated because you have to kind of have a plan and expect that plan to go absolutely wrong, and you basically have to be willing to adapt to what's going on, and it's really difficult.
It's a shit show.
It is. It really is. Doing the strongholds in the main story, super easy. Like it's super. Just wait till level 30, do them. You just walk through them. But on hard difficulty, like it's. But I tried that for multiple hours, Thursday and Friday. No success. Overnight, I tried it again. Same situation. Everybody gets to the last one, and then people just start like, nope, fuck this, I'm out. Mm. So I attempted the Hyena Stronghold. That's the Judiciary Square one. Yeah, that one is easier on hard. Like you still need 4 people to do it, but I'm just like, wow, this one's not bad compared to that Roosevelt one. And I haven't tried the Capitol building one. So I also found hunters for the first time. And those guys are fucking assholes. I don't know if you guys have dealt with any of that, but any of you gotten any of the masks?
I cannot say that I have. Dude, I'm not even like max level yet. Just like because as soon as Borderlands came out,
you don't need to be a max level to attempt to find the hunters. You have to do a bunch of. I think this is probably the most MMO thing they have in the division, where you have to find. It's basically you're doing several archaic tasks that trigger these enemies to show up, and these are probably the toughest enemies in the game. Like. And they basically operate more like players than like the enemies. They fuck with your shit just as much as you fuck with theirs. So okay. I went to in the East Mall. There's this coffee shop, and I pulled this lever in it, and there's a Christmas tree outside that lit right the hell up. So I'm like, huh. So I'm like, I actually walked around it and just sort of looked. Then all of a sudden, boom, 4 hunters show up. And I'm basically on the run for a long time. I almost took one of them down, but ended up getting killed. Mm-hmm. And then I met some people trying the Roosevelt Island Stronghold again. And they said, "Oh, I'm like, have you guys done any of the mask stuff? Because I just found some hunters." They're like, "Oh yeah, we've done them all." I go, "You want to help me kill these 4 in the East Mall?" They're like, "Yeah, let's go do it." Yeah. We took one of them down. They all 4 of them gave us a fight. Then we took one of them down, and I actually got a mask, and I realized that I had to go to bed. So. I'm like, I don't have time to do this anymore. I need to go to sleep. But interesting story. The people I was playing with, it's a mother, a father, and a son. They live in New York, but they all used to live in my neighborhood that I live in now. Like 5 years ago, they moved to New York. Mm-hmm. And so that was an interesting conversation. I thought it was fun.
Sounds like a good time.
Weird odds. They're like, because he brought up that he's from Philly. I go, oh, I live in Philly. He's like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, no, I'm Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This is where I am. I live in Roxborough. He's like, get the fuck out of here. I said, no, I live in.
Yeah, no, I do.
I live in Roxborough. I said the street. He's like, I lived on this street. I'm like, yeah, that's like 2 blocks away. He's like, do you know like Della Sanders? I'm like, yeah, it's the worst cheesesteak place in Philly. He's like, get the fuck out of here. I go, okay, we can argue about cheesesteaks later, but yeah.
Can't argue with a man's cheesesteak, man. What are you thinking?
Right.
No. But yeah, I've not played anything else. I wanted to play Falcon Age, but I can't stop playing The Division. It's a problem.
Falcon Age is
a VR game where you have a little falcon and you can put little hats on it. You can do little fist bumps with it. You could put a dog mask on it because why not?
Okay.
It looks like a Shiba Inu, and it looks super adorable, and I cannot wait to play it. But haven't played Sekiro either, which is
it's a shame.
It is. It really is.
It's a shame.
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 Shame. That's a Game of Thrones reference, Corey. Look at you, just participating.
Hey, how about that guy that died last night? Am I right? Got stabbed?
Yeah.
Dragons? Am I right?
Dragons.
Yeah.
Beef. Fire.
I contributed to Game of Thrones.
All that good stuff.
Did you watch last night's episode, Moose?
Yes, I did. I'm up to snuff on that. Yeah. Thought it was good.
It was
a good season premiere. I liked it.
That very end, man.
Oh yeah.
That very end.
Yeah, they're just gonna hit the ground running with everything. It's the last season. Each episode's supposedly over an hour or something.
Yeah.
Although I don't think this one was. It's
no,
weird.
I think it was just about an hour.
I think Veep with Julia Louis-Dreyfus, is on at 10. So I'm like, why are you putting this on at 9 and that's on at 10? So like, because I heard like they were talking about the whole through like coming up to the season, they're like, oh, they're gonna be longer episodes, so it's gonna be like an hour and a half or whatever, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but it's HBO. They'll just adjust their schedule.
Well, yeah, they could also start it earlier. They could be like, hey, tonight's, this week's episode's going to start earlier. I'm sure if they just put that out on Twitter, everybody would know because everybody's following that stuff. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Good. I'm looking forward to it. I think Jason and I are going to watch it in a PSM party chat next week.
Okay. Yeah. The final scene of that was just like the ultimate, well, this is awkward.
Yeah.
Fucking loved it.
It was good.
Yeah. Moose, what are you playing? Did we already talk about that or no?
No, I'm fine. I'm just going to blow through it just because it's I've been playing Borderlands. Platinumed it Saturday while streaming, which was awesome.
Cool.
So that was a good time. The wife was dog sitting, so I was just like, I've got some time to stream, and I'm trying to work towards this plat. So I did that. And then I was just working on DLC. Like I'm trying to work through all the first playthrough DLC and then switch to second playthrough because I already beat the game on the second playthrough. But I have some of the side missions, all the side missions to do. I haven't done any of the side missions on the second playthrough, so I'll have to go back and clean all that up. But my ultimate goal is to try and get to max level with my character and have the same character I had on 360. But they've added some new stuff. The end fight is a little different. The gear at the end is different. I don't know if you want me to spoil it. If not, I won't.
Well, they've been. I mean, it's nothing they haven't put out on social media because I saw that there was a new tier, right?
Well, no, that's for Borderlands 2.
Is that for Borderlands 2? Okay.
Rainbow tier is for Borderlands 2, but so it's not really, it's whatever. There is kind of a new tier. It's not necessarily a new tier. It's just new gear for Borderlands 1. So like when you beat the final boss, you get the gearbox. There's 6 weapons that are new to the game, and you could get any of those random 6 in the so like instead of the loot exploding out of the end boss, I know you beat Borderlands 1.
Yeah.
Instead of it exploding out, like you kill the end boss, it goes to the scenes, and then it's just chests in front of you. And so you open the chests, and the main chest has a random option to give you one of those 6 legendary weapons. And my personal favorite is Baja's shotgun. It's like it's freaking insane. Like it's got like plus 500% to melee damage, but it does so much damage itself. Like I just melt people with the shotgun with my build from Roland the soldier. So anyways, there's currently a glitch where if you go to one of the DLC places, log out, log back in, and travel back to the vault, the boxes will respawn. Otherwise they don't. Like they're not there. So like somebody, because like I was playing the other day and I went to the vault by accident. I was like, oh crap. I was like, the chest respawn. That's awesome. And I opened the chest. I was like, oh, I got like legendary gear. Like there's a hive mind rocket launcher. There's a pistol called the Volcano. There's a sniper rifle called the Silent Knight, which is pretty cool. And then there's an assault rifle called Bugshot, which is pretty badass. But I don't recall which like all of them are, but named. But
right.
Anyways, so I farmed that for a little bit tonight, and I actually got a better shotgun than the one I had, which was nice because it'll give you. So what's cool is like you can go in there on playthrough 1, and if you're like level 69, like the legendary always drops at your level.
Right.
So like no matter what, like you could be on the first playthrough, and they should be like all the other stuff's level 30. The legendary will always be the level you are. So playing Borderlands, loving it. We're gonna, like I said, polish off the DLC. I picked up. So like Jason messaged me that Salt and Sanctuary was going on sale, like the special edition on Switch physical was going on sale for like $15 at Best Buy, and none of the stores around me had it. And then I was like, oh, it's $20 at mine, and he's like, oh, it must be because of his game discount.
Game club.
Discount. And he's like, well, it runs out on the 21st. He's like, this will be my last purchase. And I was like, would you mind picking up 2? And he was like, no. He's like, I have no problem with that. So he picked up that, and so that prompted me to check out so with the Switch, like I know Corey's been talking about going like digital with the Switch. I kind of do both, but like the special editions, like, you know, we had this conversation about like collector's editions and all that. I don't like, I like the cool physical stuff. So like I was looking at Axiom Verge's multiverse edition. Comes with like the soundtrack, comes with a double-sided poster. One side's the map, comes with a documentary about the making of the game, comes with all like this cool stuff, and it was on sale, and so I picked it up. So it got shipped. So it came in Friday, all right? And it was they took it and they put it in a bubble envelope. Not even a stiff bubble envelope, just a bubble envelope. And there's like creases down the side of the box. The corners are all dented and damaged. So like I tweeted about it, and then I reached out to them through their app to be like, you know, this is the second time this has happened, because a long time ago, lost somewhere in the Nerds Gone Rogue, you know, library. It's a conversation that Moose had about the Dark Souls remastered games guide, the special edition guide from Future Press, which I mailed to a friend of mine who's actually in the chat. But anyways,
himself in the third person.
I was like, this is the second time this has happened. And so she was like, all right, well, we're gonna send you a replacement. We'll send you a return envelope, a return, you know, label. Just send the damaged one back to us. So I was like, okay. That was Saturday. It was supposed to be delivered today. I go out to the mailbox. What's sitting in the mailbox? A bubble envelope with the same exact type of envelope. I open it up. It's not as damaged as
it's not as damaged.
Not as damaged. So I call him up again, and I'm like, you did the exact same thing. Like she didn't. She was like, stupefied. She had like no words, and so she was like, well, she's like, we'll just order you another replacement, and she goes to order me another replacement, and they don't have any more, and so she's like, I will be right back. So she puts me on hold, and I'm just standing there like looking at the box and stuff, and she's just like, well, since we don't have any more to send you a replacement, just return the first one and we will not charge you for the second one. Meanwhile, they also gave me a $20 like discount. Like anything I buy that qualifies, like I get $20 off on Amazon. They already gave me like a gift. And I'm just like, you wouldn't have to go through all this shit if you just put it in a box. Just put it in a box. Well, you know what I mean? Like,
I told you what happened to me, right? Through Amazon, through I also ordered the Axiom Verge special edition.
When you were on the phone, did you refer to yourself in the third person and go, Moose is getting upset?
I said, this Corey's getting upset. Corey deserves his 8-bit Metroid. Our game. No, like what happened was like I ordered it 3 separate times, and all 3 times they sent me the European version of the game. Which
I don't remember that.
Which look. Yes, technically it works on the Switch.
Yeah,
but it's not the point. I live in goddamn America.
That's right. Okay, that's right. That's where you live.
I want my ESRB
American version, and they sent you the European version.
Yeah, 3 times. 3 times.
Oh. Did you eventually get the US version?
No, they're like, we have to pull it off the store because something's wrong with our fulfillment center. I'm like, well, that sucks.
What about me?
But the thing is, that's Axiom Verge isn't the first time that's happened to me on Amazon. It's happened to me like 7 or 8 times.
Wait, I don't
understand how they have European versions in the middle of Ohio, first of all.
Yeah. Because you have Amazon Prime, right?
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be shipping from far off, like it's shipping from like New York or something. Like
it's shipping from most of them are shipping from an Amazon warehouse.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like a local, somewhat local. Like mine's like I can actually drive to the Amazon distribution center.
So can I. There's one in Cleveland.
It's like 5-10 minutes away.
There's one like about 45 minutes from where I live. Okay, so
yeah, but it's just ridiculous. It's like
it's annoying.
Put it in a box. So I was talking to my party people in my Discord chat, and they were like, "Okay," and I'm like, "But for a collector, like in my personal opinion, if I order something, the only damage that should happen to it is what I incur upon it. Like it should come to me in as pristine." Like, I understand if you put it in a box.
I'm going to beat the hell out of this thing.
Right. So, I'm really concerned about the special edition Sekiro guide that I ordered and the Dark Souls 3 compendium. Not Dark Souls 3, but the Dark Souls compendium, which is all 3 games in one guide from Future Press. Mm-hmm. And if they come in bubble envelopes, like, y'all are going to hear me going off on Amazon from where y'all live, because I'm not dealing with this trash. Like it's horrible. Just put it in a box. I will pay you extra to put it in a box so it comes to me in pristine order. Like it's not that hard.
No. See, it's almost like maybe if this multi-billion-dollar company just took a little bit of time to invest in its people, they wouldn't make such bad decisions.
Right. But anyway,
people are overrated. Just get robots.
So I played some Axiom Verge on Friday because I opened up the box and then realized like it was way more damaged. So I was like, well, I'm going to take the game out and play the game, and I'll just put the unopened one from the new one inside of it and just be like, I took the best parts of all the damage, and sent it on its way. But anyways, I was sitting there playing and I'm like, man, it would be really great. I wonder if this soundtrack is on Google Play Music. And then I'm like, I actually own the soundtrack because it's in the collector's edition. But anyway, so
you're making my mistakes, Moose. Come on, no,
guys. Moose is special, okay?
So I played some Axiom Verge, which I'm loving.
Operating at an infinite level.
And I downloaded 2 games. One's called Blackbird, which is like an indie shooter where you play this bird.
Is it based on that Beatles song?
I don't know. I don't give a shit about the Beatles. So, anyways, it's pretty entertaining. It's a side-scrolling shooter. You level up. Bird's got powers. It's pretty cool. The only reason I knew about it was because Jim Sterling was talking about it and how good it was, and I was like, well, I'll give it a shot. And then I also picked up another game that caught my eye, which is called Overwhelm. And it's like
I've heard about that game.
It's like an indie title, and it kind of looks like a Virtual Boy game because it's like red and black and white are the main colors of it, but the enemies get stronger in the game instead of you. And so you basically get like 3 chances per like deployment to try and survive. And if you die, like you have to start all over again. And so it's got that roguelike element to it. I beat what I think is the first boss. I mean, I died to it once, and on the second time coming back to it, I was able to beat it. But it's pretty cool. The only thing I don't like about the game is I hate games that make like the bumpers of the Switch instead of the actual triggers, like the DR and the I hate how they make those the shooting mechanics instead of the actual triggers. And so but what's nice is they put in the option to swap those controls. Okay. So you're able to swap those controls. So you mainly have you have a jump, a shoot, and then you have a punch ability. I don't know if you get anything later on, but those are the 3 main abilities that you have. So I jump with the L2 trigger, and then the R2 trigger I shoot, and then R1 is my punching. So like you can punch enemies that are coming at you, or you can shoot them and conserve ammo. But it's fun. I'm looking forward to diving more into it, as I play it at work on my lunch breaks. But that's been pretty much what I've been playing.
Cool.
That's it.
Nice. Oh, by the way, guys, just so you guys know, there's a 8.0 update out for Switch, and it lets you actually move the tiles around and organize your games how you want to now.
Oh, nice.
So there's that.
You can't drop them into folders yet, right?
I do not think so.
I mean, that's fine. It took a while for PlayStation 4 to do folders. So
baby steps, Nintendo Switch, baby steps. You just keep chugging.
I mean, the Epic Store. Why should it launch with any type of features that Steam already has? Whatever.
Well, but just everyone forgets how much shit was talked on Steam when it started too.
Oh no, never. I don't forget that.
I'm not saying. Well, no, we all know Moose doesn't forget. But I'm just saying.
The Moose never forgets.
Before we get into questions, I realized I forgot to go on a rant about something. Record Store Day was this weekend.
Yay! Did you buy anything? Anything good?
I went.
Behind you? Did you buy anything behind you?
No, I didn't get it. I didn't buy anything at Record Store Day because there was one thing I was looking for, and I got off work at 8 Saturday morning. I got to my record store by about 8:20, and there were already 60 people in line.
Jesus.
Sounds like a good time.
Vinyl people don't fuck around.
Vinyl people need a life.
Well, there's only one day a year we get, But so I wanted to get Robin's Body Talk, because that's a really hard thing to get on vinyl, unless you want to shed $500, and I don't want to shed $500, mainly because I don't have it. Otherwise, I probably would, but we're not going to talk about that because I don't need Reba to come down and slap me.
I was going to say, we don't need domestic violence.
But so I came up absolutely empty-handed at Record Store Day, and I got there, realized I didn't have it, and I just left because it was really crowded, and I didn't want to just go I didn't want to keep other people from coming in by just looking around when I wasn't going to buy anything. So I just left. But the collection did increase this week.
Nice.
Limited Run Games sent me my copy of Spelunky on vinyl.
Very nice.
And this one arrived.
Soundgarden?
Soundgarden.
Nice.
It's red and orange. It's a 2 LP set. It's really good.
What is right behind your head?
The red or this?
Like the silver one right behind.
Oh, this?
No. Yes, that one. Yes.
That is Pygmalion by Slowdive.
Never mind.
Remember how we got into that discussion with Phillips about what shoegaze is? Slowdive is a shoegaze band. However, this album is their least shoegaze album.
Okay.
And for the record, Weezer are not a shoegaze band because they clean up their sound. Shoegaze is a very feedback-driven, pedal-laden guitar rock, and it is very fuzzy, and the lyrics are buried. But you can understand Weezer's lyrics, so they can't be shoegaze. And they're not really dream pop either.
I'd like everybody to know that he's talking to Phillips and not the rest of us.
Right, because I know that Corey knows what shoegaze is, and I know that you know what shoegaze is. I know that clearly. I don't need all of this is just right in the front of your noggins.
Remember that conversation we had? Well, I'm gonna say something while he's not here.
And just because they look at their shoes doesn't mean they're a shoegaze band. It's just like.
It's true. They're looking at their pedals. They're making sure
that's just like saying just because a Korean is making music, they're K-pop, and that's not true. Speaking of music, I heard that new BTS album. It's not great.
BTS? What?
It's a K-pop group.
Not with that attitude.
The first 2 songs on it are really good. The rest of it just kind of trails off in a way that I'm like not interested in anymore. And I have to go argue with a coworker about that tonight, so that'll be fun.
It's always fun.
She's super into K-pop, and yeah. So
K-pop, you say?
K-pop, yes.
That is Korean pop music.
Yes. Check out the big brain on Corey Dierig.
I done good, Matt.
You sound like the clone of Stan in South Park. Time.
Cell 5.
Okay, so now it's time for questions. You can, if you want your question answered, you can email us at ngrradiopodcast@gmail.com. I'm trying to get better at that.
You'll get there.
I'm trying.
It's only episode 141. You got a few hundred more before you can get it.
I'm starting to hit my stride here. So our first question is from Deshaun Malone, and he is, as always, giving us a 2-parter.
And a legend.
I'm gonna start cutting him off. You can only ask a certain amount of questions.
We do not cut off Deshaun. No one puts Deshaun in the corner.
By the way, he contacted me, and he is writing something for. We're kind of like playing with the idea of letting like certain people like contribute to NGR in specific ways.
Anybody who wants to.
Through a
filter.
We're gonna vet him.
Yeah, that. But like. Deshaun is going to write some stuff for us. And let me tell you what he's writing. It's pretty good.
Awesome.
Nice.
He shared some with me.
Very nice. I'm excited to read it.
Okay, so Deshaun Malone, have you guys ever won any awards or achieved high honors in sports or music, etc.?
I mean, I did in high school, I guess, if that counts. Definitely music, I was the top music man.
Well,
that's what they called me.
I'm going to get the embarrassing one out of the way.
Real good.
I'm going to get the embarrassing one out of the way.
You were first chair flute.
No, this is way more embarrassing than that.
That's not true.
In my senior year of high school, I'd played in freshman and sophomore. I'd played basketball all 4 years, but I never the coaches on our high school did not like me, so they didn't play me.
Sounds about right. My friends and I used to pack candy in our water bottles because we knew we weren't going to play.
But I would work out every weeknight with the varsity squad, and I would put them through their paces. And as they continued to get beat game after game after game, you'd think eventually they'd call for someone new. And I was every year at the beginning of the season, the coach is like, Matt, you're not playing. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how many points you put up in practice. It doesn't matter how many blocks you get. It doesn't matter how many steals you get. You could put up 100 points every practice. You are never playing. And then one practice game, I think I put up 50. And he said, yeah, great. It's great for a guy that's never going to play. He said that in practice. And I said, and
that sounds familiar.
Yeah, and every week it'd be like, why isn't he playing? Like, he out rebounds all of us. Like, it's insane. That's suburbia for you. But in my senior year, a buddy of mine who's in history class with me, we decided to be managers for the girls' track team.
Nice.
And because we were managers, we basically never had to do anything. And so I lettered in girls' track because I was a manager. So I have somewhere in my stuff, I have a Valley High School varsity letter for girls track.
That's awesome.
Just don't hate the player, hate the game. I guess the only real honor I've achieved is I was in the top 5 of my X-ray class, and that placed me in the top.
That seems
20.
a little bit more important than girls track.
It was. That's why I'm saving it for last.
Tell it in a roundabout way that it looked important.
Right. But I finished in the top 5 of my X-ray class, which placed me in the top 20% in the nation. I got Phi Theta Kappa. There was another one that they have for X-ray. I forget what it's called, but it's.
Says congratulations.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And then at my pinning ceremony, I got this crystal paperweight that was given to me by my program director that has my name misspelled on it.
Yeah, not you.
Yeah. And she said, and she looked at me. She's like, Matt, they spelled your name wrong. I'm like, Miss Wrench, I don't care. I care that I got through your program and that I know what I'm doing now. That, at least in terms of X-ray, I really do. But yeah, that's the only real honor I've achieved. I mean, I've done a lot of silly, dumb things that I think are cool. Like when I did Rapper's Delight karaoke and beat this guy that was a Jesus Christ superstar, I felt pretty good about that.
Nice.
But yeah, nothing super, super real.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, you played college football, Corey. That's kind of an honor.
Is it though?
Hey, there are way less people that can say, there are way more people in this country and world that can say they've not.
That's true.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I did.
You.
I did not go to Akron U.
Oh, okay.
I did not play there. So, yeah, I mean, I guess I had some success in football in high school. I lettered 3 times. I made the all-state team.
Nice.
Look at you, proper high school athlete. Good for you.
I know. Played in the Hall of Fame All-Star game.
Nice.
The every year the Football Hall of Fame, the NFL, the real one, holds a Ohio All-Star game, and I got to play in that, so that was fun.
That's awesome.
Nice.
So there's that, I suppose. I did play a little bit in college. I had some freshman weightlifting records there.
There you go.
And as of like 2013, I still held the freshman bench press record. But I was like, don't clap. It's not. It wasn't hard. I was there for like the first like 3 years of the football program. So
hey man. So you got to. The top of the mountain is the top of the mountain.
That's right.
It doesn't matter what mountain.
It was a lot of weight though, but I was also a large man. So
you were a strong man.
Yeah, I also had the second best freshman squatting record too. So
cool.
Yeah, it's probably why my knees and my elbows hurt, but it's
probably that. Yeah.
I mean, 765 pounds is a lot of weight.
Yes.
For squatting. Yeah. So, and then my bench press record was 485 pounds.
Damn.
It was a lot.
That is a lot.
And now I talk about video games. So, and I pick up a baby.
That's the weightlifting he does now.
She weighs like 25 pounds.
Riley curls.
Hey man, if I curl her every day, it'll just my arms will naturally get bigger because her weight won't increase.
It'll be like that episode of The Simpsons where Homer Simpson gets that one dumbbell and just keeps using that one arm.
I know that reference.
I don't. That time. So let's get to the second part of Deshaun's question. What is your favorite fast food garbage you like to splurge on?
Oh, God. Fast food. I want fast food really bad right now.
Reverse.
Moose, you didn't tell us about your super awards.
I have no super awards.
Yeah, he told us. He just shook his head.
Exactly. Matt moved along, and I was like, "Yep." I was like, "Nothing."
I was trying to be respectful in case
I had an excellence award, not in sports, but in flexography, which is a type of printing.
Okay.
So that was pretty much it. I won it for the year. So I was like, "Yay!"
You hang up in your room, and then when people go, "What's that?" You're like, "It's a major award."
That's also a life skill award. My awards were not life skills and have in no way helped me do anything in life. So,
yeah.
So you guys both.
I mean, I don't know.
My back hurts and my knees hurt. So there you go.
I don't do anything related to flexography or the printing field that I went to school for. It's fucking trash, man. Like, yeah. Anyways, I'll go first on the fast food splurging. When I really want to hate myself and really enjoy some fast food trash, I go to McDonald's. I get 2 cheeseburgers, extra pickles, extra onions. I get a large fry and a large milkshake. That is my fast food garbage for and it doesn't happen often. Usually it has to be a day that I at least go to the gym to where I can like even the calorie count out. But usually it doesn't happen too often. But you got to do it every once in a while, because if you don't, you just slide down that slippery slope and do it all the time again, and you gain fucking insane amount of weight and almost get back to the fat ass weight you wore when you lost all your weight.
Right? Jeez.
It's trash, man. I was talking to Jeff about it in the party before we started the podcast. Like, I got to go for my annual like physical this year, and the last time I saw my doctor, I think I was the same weight I am now, and I've lost a significant amount of weight since January, and I'm like, that's horrible. I'm like, it is bad. So like, just trying to get on that weight loss.
You could just, if your doctor goes, "Wow, you're still the same weight," you can be like, "Yeah, but you don't know where I've been in the past year."
You don't know where I've been, Lou. You don't know.
name is Lou. It's like, you don't know my life, Lou. We should make that.
That's that. Corey or Matt?
My favorite fast food to splurge on is Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
This is one of my favorite parts of working third shift at a hospital. It's right next door to a Taco Bell. So I can go there at like 2 a.m. since they close at 3. I go there right after the bars close, and I get to see multiple different scenarios play out while I wait for my food. It's kind of fun on a Friday night, let me tell you, because you will see everything. You will see like telenovela level drama in the form of alcoholics at Taco Bell. Like people will come in, oh, you're my best friend. And then like those guys will end up fighting and then crying again and then leaving full on chalupas. It's a great time. And I really like their food. I don't care how bad it is.
It's actually the healthiest fast food. So you can take that the next time you eat 5 cheesy gordita crunches and you're like, it's healthy.
I won't eat 5. I'll just get 2 Crunchwrap Supremes and just really settle into whatever is going to happen after that.
Bathroom. That's what's going to happen.
Turns every X-ray I have to do into a nice little, let's play beat the clock.
Exactly. And TikTok, motherfucker.
Should have worn my brown pants tonight.
I saw a meme. I saw a meme. It was like Samuel L. Jackson looking at the camera, and it's like me. It's like me takes a sip of coffee, and it's like my bowels. TikTok, motherfucker. Like, oh, it's so true.
That's funny.
Corey?
Man, I mean, Taco Bell's a good one. Some cheesy gordita crunches or some quesadillas and some nachos. And sometimes if you just get like 5 or 6 tacos with some
5 or 6 soft shell tacos will do you right.
See, I always get like the
like the
burrito, the grilled stuffed burrito with steak.
That's good too.
Like I don't even mess with, and I'm not saying I don't like the chalupas. I'm not saying I don't like the gordita, the crunches, whatever. I just always end up getting that all the time, and then like maybe a soft taco or 2. So
their nacho fries though are also really good.
They're bringing them back, so I need to try them before they're gone.
They're so good. I mean, you could just go to like the store and buy seasoned French fries and throw them in the oven. That's basically all they are. And some nacho cheese.
It's not the same, Derek.
You're right. They're not soggy.
That's right. The sogginess is important.
I'm also a big fan of Chick-fil-A. Some spicy chicken sandwiches are
problematic fave, but okay.
You throw some cheese on there. I like spicy chicken sandwich.
You don't put cheese on there. You put a whole bunch of mayonnaise on there, so it slides down real nice. And some waffle fries.
Polynesian sauce. You dip them fries in Polynesian sauce.
No.
Jesus, you don't like just.
He doesn't like condiments, man.
I don't like dipping my fries and stuff. I just want to eat them.
God, he lives in the.
They taste fine on their own. They don't need help. There's certain foods that need help. Fries are not one of them.
Lives in the north. That's okay.
Sometimes I dip them in mayonnaise.
Wait. Say that again, Moose.
I said he lives in the north. That's all right.
Oh, but you're not a Southerner, right?
I'm not.
Sure, you're not. With a statement
you're
like
from
that,
Pennsylvania. You're from the state next door.
I am from the state.
You're literally.
You're from
50 minutes away.
Said you live in the north.
I do. You're right. You know what? It rained, snowed, and got sunny today. So what up?
You don't know how to eat that Chick-fil-A properly. It's all right.
Hey man, I drizzled them waffle fries with some mayonnaise.
I've been by the original one.
Okay, now we can stop. I'm moving on.
What you don't like some good old waffle fries?
No waffle fries. I have no problem against waffle fries. No quarrel with waffle fries whatsoever.
It's what you were dipping them in.
Yeah. What, mayonnaise? You don't like dipping fries in mayonnaise?
Fries and mayonnaise? It's a fucking travesty.
Have you tried it?
Yes.
Have you tried it?
Range,
yes.
Gentlemen, you dip your fries in range.
I mean, that's also an acceptable answer.
So I am going to go on to Frank O'Donnell's question because I don't want to fight with you two.
Hey guys, how do you get a Southern girl to give you a blowjob?
You
Dip it in ranch.
Or you just show him Moose's meme.
That was.
I mean, I know that was a really bad joke, but that's the best you've ever sounded on this show, Moose. I didn't even
on that mic.
I didn't even know your mic was plugged in.
That's because he put the entire Blue Yeti in his mouth.
And Matt, that's also the best you've ever sounded on this show.
I can do this all the time if you want.
Really great.
Nah, I'm not going to do that.
I'll hold it right here for you.
Do that.
Be awesome.
That actually.
All I can see is Moose's mustache and his glasses.
Yeah, it looks like a weird Frank Zappa portrait.
He looks like he's making a weird ripoff of like Super Troopers or something.
The snozberries taste like snozberries.
How do I sound? Meow.
Oh God! Don't do that. Oh, fuck, quit.
Excuse me, sir. Did you just say meow?
God, no, please don't.
I've never seen that movie, but I have seen that bit quite a bit.
Of course, you haven't seen that movie. Frank O'Donnell says, "I found your pod for the MK11 give out, and I really dig it. I have a question. What are your thoughts on the upcoming Disney Plus service and the Star Wars announcements? I personally want to know what the title of the movie means, and the game looks cool too. Keep it real, guys."
Oh, well.
Okay, well, I'm going to spoil it for you. Corey, you can sit right back down because you don't like Star Wars.
I didn't say I didn't like Star Wars.
Yes, you
Where
did.
did this come from?
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I said Star Wars is fine.
Yeah, that's we all know what that means.
Kicking the nuts to somebody.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't even know what Corey really gets excited about, because the next time you get excited about something, you'll be like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, he could see. I mean, it's just like even if he could, like, honestly, because the only thing I know is that anything new for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is like 100 Christmases rubbing up against Corey's
Not
balls.
true. The new cartoon sucks.
But how he responds to it's like, yeah, it's fine.
Not true. The new cartoon actually sucks real bad. They made Raph the leader.
But it's fine.
And Leonardo's an idiot.
Always was. It's fine though.
I don't think I've ever not heard him say fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Justin. It looks all right.
It's fine. I think the game. I think the Star Wars game is way more interesting than the movie.
So
But
I like the memes that are coming out around the Star Wars because I like the fact that they did a Weekend at Bernie's thing.
They did do that
with Luke's corpse. I was like,
with Luke, I saw one with Emperor Palpatine too.
But it's the rise of Skywalker. I mean,
I know, but
right.
Yeah.
But I would really, I kind of want that movie rather than what's going to come out. I am behind. I have not watched the Respawn reveal. People are saying it looks good.
I mean, it looks good.
Yeah.
What I'd like to point out is I think it's absolutely hilarious that Respawn is doing a multiplayer studio. Is doing a single player game, which more power to them. Love them to death. Loved all the Titanfalls I played.
Yeah.
I like Apex Legend. Mad props to them.
How many more Titanfalls have you played as opposed to the rest of us, Moose?
Well, I'm just saying, played a lot of it. You know what? Fuck you. Anyway, so
Get it, Moose.
I think it's hilarious that EA didn't give the Star Wars game, which is a single player game, to fucking BioWare and have Respawn make Anthem. Like, it's just total mismanagement on their part. And then they sit there and like,
and they shut. Right. I mean, they did shut down Visceral because they didn't want to make single player games. And here comes a single player game.
I can't deal with freaking EA and their stupidity. And they're like, this is why things are going bad. No, you're the reason your company is failing. But anyways, I think it looks good. I hope it succeeds for Respawn's sake because I love Respawn. I hope Dragon.
Well, even if it doesn't, they have Apex. So
look, man, I'm gonna stop. I'm not to be rude. I want this game to come out actually.
Sidebar.
Fuck Succeed. I want it to actually come out.
I was going to say that they do have a Titanfall game coming out at the end of the year. Like a game in the Titanfall universe.
Yeah.
They did. It's called Apex.
Well, no, they have there's like rumors that it's the VR thing that was supposed to happen. Like, I don't think
that's right.
What's coming out is I'm categorically not going to be Titanfall 3. I know that for sure.
No, it's going to be something in the like I said, in the universe, but it's not a sequel. So.
Also, can I point out one more thing about EA before we continue about Star Wars?
Sure.
So you know how they make all their studios use Frostbite for games that aren't first-person shooters, the type of game that engine is built for?
Right.
And Titanfall 2 and Apex are first-person shooters and do not use Frostbite.
Because Respawn was probably like, fuck your couch. They don't own them, do they? Do they own them?
They do now. They bought them. I think they bought them after Titanfall 1. That's why Titanfall 2 was multi-platform.
That's right, yeah.
I'd like to know what the Rise of Skywalker means too. I'm gonna go see the new Star Wars movie.
She's a Skywalker. We all know it.
Yeah, it's. I think that it's going to be the last Star Wars movie I actively participate in. Not because I don't like the new trilogy, but I just think I'm actually just done. I think I'm.
Star Wars. We're in the same boat. You and I are in the same boat. Like I was having this discussion with a bunch of friends of mine. Like I love the original trilogy. Pre-sequels, I'm impartial to those. I'm like, whatever. It's been so long since I saw them, but they weren't as good.
They're not as good as people wanted them to be, and they're not as bad as people say they actually are.
Okay, yes, that is a valid statement. I like that. I could get behind that. And then, I went and saw Force Awakens, and I pretty much was in tears the entire time I watched it because the whole nostalgia thing was like hitting left and right. And then I watched, Last Jedi, same thing. But it's almost like, for me personally, like you said, after this one is done, I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm like, whatever you want to do with Star Wars. And I think they need to slow their roll.
Well, they are. They said Episode 9 is going to be the last movie for a while,
which is good. And I think, like, speaking to his question of Disney Plus, like, Disney Plus looks cool. Like, it's all right. Like, all the shows that they're going to have on there, I think are going to be pretty cool. I don't know if it's going to warrant me, like, spending the extra money a month to have it. Yeah. But, if they sit there and now here's the thing, like, what they announced has been, like, mainly Star Wars. But if they come out and they're like, like Punisher and all the series that were on Netflix that Netflix canceled are suddenly going to get, hopefully not recasted, but if they're going to move over to Disney Plus, then I'd be in. I would actually probably think about dropping Netflix and go over to that because, to be honest, that's really all I watch on Netflix besides comedy specials. But and I watched The Wheelman this weekend, which was pretty freaking hilarious. But anyways, so I think Disney Plus has got some potential. It's definitely there for people who are the fans of Star Wars, especially with the new shows and having the movies on there. It'll just depend on what kind of other content they're going to be able to add to it to keep it going. So,
agreed.
I think that answered his question, right?
Yeah, I mean, as far as Disney Plus, like, I want to know what it is. Like, full disclosure, I was pretty depressed all weekend. I'm not really sure why. And one of the things I like to do when I'm depressed is I like to watch the movie Fantasia. And all of my DVDs are kind of buried. So I was like, I wonder if Fantasia's streaming anywhere. And of course there's options for it anywhere, but I'm like, oh yeah, that fucking Disney shit isn't coming out till November. So it's not like I have access to it unless I want to do the work, and I didn't want to make the house more of a mess. So I didn't do it. And if there's a way that, like, I have access to that, if it's not something that's like gated away for years and years and years, I might actually take the plunge on Disney Plus because I love those Disney movies. Like the animated movies are special to me. And I would like to watch some of the ones that I just don't have and I'm not going to buy.
Well, they did say their whole entire animated catalog is going to be on there. Like even like the Silly Symphonies and the old
good, those are great.
Old like movies and
the Disney treasures and stuff like that.
Yep, all the Disney treasure stuff, all like even the old like live action stuff like Swiss Family Robinson and Davy Crockett and like everything is going to be on there. And
except Song of the South because racism.
Well, I mean, I think it's going to be on there because it still counts as an animated movie. They said every animated movie from their back catalog is going to be on there.
I'll bet you Song of the South is not on there because that has been one of the many blemishes in their catalog that they have tried to just avoid talking about.
Yeah, that's true. But Bob Iger did say that like they have to look at their past and you know, there are certain things that the mistakes that the company has made throughout the years, and they just have to look at it and say this was a mistake. We own up to it, but it's still a part of their history, good or bad. You know, He said that they don't want to be a company that hides all their bad history just to, you know, make them look better.
Oh, like Coke, completely removing from their history at their facility in Atlanta and the fact that they put cocaine in Coca-Cola.
Yep.
So,
yep.
They also said for anybody who grew up in the late 90s and early 2000s, 100 of the 106 Disney Channel original movies will also be on Disney Plus.
Wow. Good for them.
So, also, every season of The Muppet Show.
Awesome.
Very excited about that, by the way.
I mean, you also have to remember, like, Disney owns a shit ton of stuff, so there's probably going to be a ton of other things.
Plus, like the Fox stuff, like they announced that all 30 seasons of The Simpsons are going to be on there.
It's like, well, I think we need to do a sideshow where we rewatch every episode. What do you?
But they did say that like nothing rated R is going to be on there. So like, I don't know how they're going to adjust for that, except for the simple fact that since they bought Fox, they now own like 40% of Hulu, which they could use for like, I don't know, the rated R Fox properties and Deadpool and all their, you know, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's gonna be crazy, guys. I don't know if you ever.
Right?
What?
That launches in November, right?
Yep, November 12th. I don't know if you knew this, guys, but Disney now owns Die Hard. Yippee-ki-yay! That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome if they just like replaced all of Bruce Willis's lines with Mickey Mouse's voice actor.
Nope, that'd be bad.
Be hilarious.
No, what they should do is replace Alan Rickman's lines.
Yeah.
The reason I say that is because the episode of South Park where they turned Mickey into like an evil CEO.
Oh, the Jonas Brothers episode.
Yeah.
That episode's hilarious.
It's fucking gold. And like seeing Mickey in like an evil villain role.
Ring stay on. When little girls no, he's like, when little girls Chinese tickle, I make money. See all these little girls' hands reaching for your crotches? Huh? If you're wearing the purity rings, they don't see that. It's awesome. What a great episode of South Park that is. And then like when they take the girls backstage. When the Jonas Brothers walk in, they just make the mouth noise. They're just like,
yep.
And then the one girl's just like, let's just get to the blowjob. And they're like, Jesus. And then they're just like, blow what? We're here to talk to you about purity rings.
Hey, Kenny, let's go to TGI Fridays.
She calls him Ken.
Oh, really? Oh, does she call him Ken? Oh.
Yeah, it's so funny. And then he dies of like what, syphilis or something.
He dies of AIDS, I think.
He dies of some STD. It's just even funnier.
Yeah. Oh my God, I killed Kenny. Okay, so that's all our questions. I hope we answered them adequately. If we didn't, let us know, and we will try again. I know we got some questions on Facebook as well, but frankly, we are out of time, and I have to go into work a half hour early tonight. So this is
I want to mention two things before we go. I know you pressed for time. One, I want to give out a shout out to Ray Apollo Williams for guesting on Nintendo Power Block this weekend. It was like, it's one of our best episodes by far in the last year or so. Like, it was just really, really awesome to have him on. And then the second thing I just want to say, like, maybe we'll talk about it more next week, but like the stuff that was happening in Paris today was just like really sad. And I was like just really upset most of the day about all that because, you know,
I woke up and saw that. And I'm like, motherfucker, really? Notre Dame, really?
Yeah. So that was really upsetting today.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Well, on the lighter side of that, yes, Ray Apollo is a wonderful individual. Everything I've ever seen him be a part of has always been a fun time. When does that episode of Power Block go up? Is it already up?
It goes up tomorrow. So if you hear this when it's all edited on Monday, it's last week's episode.
Okay.
So, but it goes up tomorrow for you live listeners.
All right. So that's been episode 141 of Nerds Gone Rogue. My name is Matthew Keel. You can find me at infinite_rewind on every social media platform. And email us at ngrradiopodcast@gmail.com. Join our Facebook group. Facebook.com/groups/nerdsgonerogue. Go to our website, ngrradio.com. Find us on Instagram, ngrradio or Nerds Gone Rogue _official. And we are Nerds Gone Rogue on Twitter. Hit us up. Talk to us. You can subscribe to everything we do at ngrradio.com/live.
Subscribe.
Oh, /subscribe. And then live is like all our Twitch feeds, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which we will be streaming on Twitch soon too. I have to get one more piece of equipment that will allow us to do that as well. So
okay.
Yes.
Moose, the shepherd of Nerds Gone Platinum.
Maybe.
Where can we find you?
You can find me at Svhenn on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and the PSN network. You can also find me co-hosting with Jeff and Jason. We go live usually around 9 on Tuesday night, so tomorrow night. If you're listening to this now, you can that's youtube.com/nerdsgoneplatinum. You could also email us at nerdsgoneplatinum@gmail.com or tweet us at ng_platinum. We are currently giving away two copies of Days Gone. So you can, we're giving a copy away. You can enter to win a copy. Actually, I think we're giving two. I can't remember. I've had too much beer.
You can also call that show. You know the name. Look up the number.
Gone Platinum on YouTube.com, and we have a giveaway video.
Cool.
It's 2 copies.
But anyway, great.
Yeah.
Corey, take us home.
You can find me at CoreyinHD713 on Twitter and CoreyinHD on Instagram and Twitch. You can also find me on Nintendo Power Block, where we are giving away a few indie games in the month of May. So you should
one game every week.
No.
One game most weeks. I could have swore someone said it was every week.
No, it's we're on the 7th. We're giving away Dead Cells and what?
Nothing.
Look, go to Nintendo Power Block if you want to figure out how to win some indie games. It's Dead Cells, Celeste, Katana Zero, The Messenger.
Ooh, Katana Zero.
And
that comes out tomorrow.
I know it does. I know it's pretty exciting. And there's one other game too. I forget. I'm tired. I'm sorry. Anyways, you can find Nerds Gone Rogue every Monday at 7 a.m. Eastern Time on your podcast service of choice and Spotify and iHeartRadio. And you can watch us live on youtube.com/ngrradio every Monday night around 8:30-ish, sometimes 9-ish, depending on who's late and who's on time. So, I want to thank everybody. At least you showed up. Phillips. Anyways, I want to thank everybody so much for watching. And until next week, we love you.
Banana and out.